I saw this report on Fiji of a Gtbank customer that lost about 1 million naira to fraudsters. Now, let me give you a breakdown of the story. She went to a branch of Gtbank to submit 2 references, as it is required to open a current account in Nigeria. That's part of the requirement, right? So the first one was rejected. One of the references was rejected the first time because for whatever reason the person did not respond, or there was an issue with the first reference. So this customer went back to get another reference, and now she got a Gtbank reference. Usually it takes about 24 to 48 hours to confirm a Gtbank reference, and about 72 hours or more to confirm other banks' reference, right? So she said she submitted this reference in a branch she mentioned. I don't remember the branch she mentioned. And she left. Months later, this reference was not confirmed. Now, she said she has been sending emails. She has been trying to reach the bank. She could not go to the branch physically. She went online. She went on Twitter, now X, and saw a handle. She saw an account that had Gtbank customer, and she assumed that she was speaking, or she was reporting or complaining to the real Gtbank, not knowing it was a fake account. It's like you have, different accounts for many people. Even my account, a lot of people have cloned it. So the onus is really on you to find the correct account, right? So she was chatting with this customer service, the perceived customer service account on Twitter, now X, and they asked her for personal details. She gave them personal details, and that was how they used Paystack to move her money in tranches of 250,000 4 times. 1 million naira was gone. Now, let me tell you the reason why I'm doing this video. I have done a similar video in 2024 citing that why are we still having to submit 2 references in Nigeria? Now, you can blame the woman all she can. Yes, she has her own blame. She should have verified if she was speaking to the right agent, if she was conversing with the right account on X. But we should also look at the fact that we have a foundational problem, which is why I'm making this video. In 2024, a lady, Queen Bethia, if I get her name correctly, raised this awareness, like, why do we still need to submit 2 references? And I made a video to amplify that that's her assertion in 2024. And I'm doing it again this time, so that if we get more people, I can raise the petition for us to stop submitting 2 references to open a current account. Now, let me throw it back to how we started submitting references, how and why we needed to submit 2 references. Now, back in the days, that should be in the early 2000s. There were no phones, there were no GSM, there was no many means of communication like we have it these days. So when you come to open an account, the bank will literally need somebody else to tie to you, just in case they cannot find you. Anything happens, they try to reach you, or you abscond, or you commit any crime, they can look for somebody else. They can look for another person that is your reference to hold in your stead, right? They can, if they are trying to reach you, they can contact the person, whether the person is related to you or not. They just need these 2 people as a way of KYC. Now, this is part of central bank's KYC guidelines, right? There were no phones in those days. No, we did not have phones. We did not have BVN. We did not have NIN. We do not have global standing instruction. We do not have tracking devices. We do not have tracking system. We do not have software that we can use to track individuals back in the days like we have it now. So in 2025 and beyond, tell me why do banks still need to tie another person to me now that we have social media, we have NIN, we have BVN, we have phone number? You can call somebody and literally track the person using his phone number. Somebody can commit a crime in this bank and the person is apprehended in another bank. There is absolutely, now this is my opinion, I think there is absolutely no need for us to still be submitting 2 references before we can open an account. I mean, if you want to look for an individual, you have 1,001 ways that you can use to find an individual. You don't have to tie another person. Like I don't have to. I have signed references for people that are not related to me before, and I don't have to be there. Do you understand? I don't have to be there. Like this person is not related to me. Yes, we are friends, but I don't have to be dragged into their financial issues, right? I just want to have my friendship with my friend without having to encumber myself with whatever financial situation they put themselves in. Do you understand? This person is not my next of kin, is not my sibling, is not. Why do you have to still tie me? Why do you have to still tie me to another person's account? Nigerians, please look at this critically. This is calling on the Central Bank of Nigeria and every regulator in Nigeria that can make this change happen. If I get maybe 1,000 or 2,000 people to sign this petition, I can raise it. We do not have to submit two references to operate a current account in Nigeria. This policy is actually obsolete, and I'm calling for a review. I'm calling for a review of this policy. We do not have any need. This is my suggestion. I'm calling on the central bank and everybody that is responsible for regulating and making this change happen to review this policy. Join me in this call for review of this policy.